right. Well, hello and welcome back again to our second game of the night now, as we are going to have Houston taking on Steinhatchee. This one is definitely a very interesting game. Like we said, we kind of predicted that the last one could end up as a sweep. Just looking at the rosters, especially once the one day stepped in, just kind of felt like one side was built with two firsts, the other side wasn't. They were built with two after draft picks. So that's just how it goes sometimes. Good fight by Havana, but obviously we favored Round Rock. Either way, though, looking closer at this one, I mean, you got two firsts, in fact, two of the top three for Houston, and then you got more middle picks, but great value for those picks for Steinhatchee. So very strong teams on both sides, and I'm interested to see which way it goes. As we look over at our week schedule, you can see 4 games down, 2 to go, 2 sweeps, and then 2 closer series. I think this one more likely to fall on the closer side of the coin, but it is hard to predict. Also, 2 quote unquote high seeds winning, 2 low seeds. I think that's pretty fair. It might be like 3-1. No, I'd say in at least to some people's eyes, Hanoi and Florida were probably upsets. Round Rock and Miami probably favorites. Obviously, this left right for now this week is just sorted by alphabet. So there's no real high low seed, but just trying to look at matches and think about who would be the favorite. And then look at our standings, obviously, 4 teams at 1-0, 4 at 0-1, sorted by game diff, then goal diff, but not a whole lot to talk about just yet. Now, as we get over to our stats, you can see our rosters. For Houston, we have Boss, 2 taps, and a returning player in Streak. And then for the Scallops, we have Nels, Hallow, and Matt. So, you look at it, obviously Streak, like I just said, returning from Houston last season, but with 2 taps, the number 1 overall pick, a new player who should definitely upgrade the team from last season. Problem is, it feels like, especially at the top, a lot of teams have upgraded. Case in point, look over at the other side. Nels was a very strong piece on Florida in the late part of last season, and now alongside him he has Hallow, who has been a top player in both seasons, and Matt, who you can say the same about. He has been on first Florida, then OKC, both of which were contenders for the majority of the season they played in, until the playoffs, of course, where they struggled more. So definitely a really strong lineup all around. And I think one of the main complaints we've seen from Hallow is he kind of doesn't put the effort in, maybe feeling like he's a bit better than his team, so he doesn't feel like he really needs to try. So I think one of the questions is, when you pair him up with a team like this with Matt, does that get that team to click? And are they just the best in the league? Because that's where I put them currently. Nope, Girds, I think you have like a minute left or something. I don't know, but I see it's still open. Either way, so that's me saying I think Scallops are favorites in this game. I think obviously Boss had good picks and put together a good team, but I favor the Scallops team. I think Hornets are much more top heavy. The prediction is open. You got a minute and a half to get your points in. I think Hornets are much more top heavy, that it feels like 2 taps is the one, and then the other 2 can contribute. That Boss tends to be more of a defensive player. Streak has been more of an offensive player, even getting offensive player of the season. So I think definitely you have 2 taps to be the main piece, and then players who can fill roles behind him. But it does feel like a player and then players behind him. Where Scallops, you can say Nels is maybe the weakest, but all 3 of those are very strong players who maybe have been the key piece of their team at different times. So I think there's definitely reason Houston could win this, but I think going in, no games played, I favor the Scallops. As we are waiting on one team to join, and then we should be able to get into this one. And it seems like our friend Packet Loss will be here for this game. But, of course, we'll see. So, as always this week, I'm not going to throw out a scoreline because I would probably just say 3-1 most times because I have no clue how close or not close these teams are. I just lean a side and say, they'll win. It feels like it could be convincing. Also couldn't be, so I'll go in the middle. And of course, we've talked about the team averages aren't the most useful since they are last season's team, of which most of these teams are not similar, although Houston are an exception, of course, with 2 of 3 returning. So that's about most of that there is to say for the lead up. Obviously, mentioned it in the Discord message that Houston have lost in the quarterfinals both seasons so far. So hoping with these top 2 picks to be able to go further. Of course, they have also lost to Havana both times, but it feels unlikely that they face that same opponent just in general. So just kind of aiming to beat anyone, I would assume. Meanwhile, for the other side, Scallops yet to make playoffs. Placed 12th in their first season back when they were the Mafia. Then transitioning over to the Scallops, they placed in 9th last season. So, of course, they didn't quite have the picks that we see now. But no, they don't quite have the top picks that other teams had, but they still built this roster. As I'm looking for something. Okay. Cool. I was making sure a name was in name changes, and it is. So, we're good. As I believe we have everyone, and so we should now be ready. And we will load into this one, our second game of the night. The last one was a sweep. We're hoping this one won't be the same. But we can only find out by watching the game. We got Houston in yellow, Steinhatchee in white. As these 2 projected top Prism teams battle it out. Which side can come out on top? And which one looks better in their debut? Hallow trying to take this one to the air, running low on boost. Does get the reset, but it's blocked to the side by 2 taps. Now double up to the ceiling, looking for another touch out. Drops it across, and Streak is there. But it's dunked back over to the left side. Now Boss on it, flicked forward. Streak up in the air for it. Gets a 50, but Hallow forces it to the side anyway. Now drop down. Matt already in the air. Great redirect. On target. No, just a little bit wide off the post. Such a close chance by Matt, but it's not quite in. As that one's blocked, but it's right back into him, and Nels gets goal 1. Matt makes it awkward. The second touch drops it down close, and the save comes through, but it's right back into Nels. He pops it over the defense, and the Scallops are going to score the first goal. Tyler now gets it over to the side again. Boss trying to jump up, drops it down off the corner. Rolling away again. This one dropping down. Played in front. Good pop-up by Streak, but it is off target. Streak now going again. Pass in front, but Matt takes it away from 2 taps. Now Matt from the side. Hallow to his left. Boss trying to get there. Can't get a play. Hallow doubles the lead. Matt goes up, drops it down a bit off on the pass. Not very far lateral, but Hallow comes and gets it and just pops it in the net. So a minute played already. 2-0 for Steinhatchee here. As Hallow takes it up in the air again, gets the reset, gets the pop up in the air. Now it'll be on Streak to get it away. Matt trying to center it. Nels is up, blocked for the moment. Streak now with control. Looking for a dribble, tries to cut, and will get through. There were some people playing back, but not able to make the play as Streak just takes the dribble and then cuts right behind Hallow, and then just goes straight into the net. So Houston will break the scoreless, well, they'll break the shutout and put themselves back within 1 here. Popped over to the right, off the corner. Matt moving in. Streak gets it by him. Hallow left alone will just bang it away, and there's no one up except Matt. He'll pass it back, a little bit heavy for Hallow, but he'll just go over to the sidewall. Now cutting below one, past another. No one in the net, but it's not on target. 2 taps the air dribble up. Matt taking it away. Nels is already there. He'll get it up into the corner, but it's Boss to take it back from there. So much Steinhatchee pressure so far. We've seen moments of Houston breaking out like that one, but not a lot of threat on them apart from the goal, of course. As that one, though, will just find its way in again. It feels like there's no threat, and yet it's just in the net. 2 taps drops it down, and Streak, I think, just ambushes them. No one expects him to be there, and he just bounces it over them. I forgot to do something. They'll do it as this game's going on. This one popped into the corner. Hallow looking to pass it back out. Just going to get one touch. Another pop forward. Only Hallow back. He'll make a save for the moment, and there's no follow-up to put it in. Matt will help him out. 2 taps looking for the pass back again, but not going to get anything on it as it's Hallow on the other side, but another one rings off the post. Now Boss passing it across to 2 taps. He puts a shot on. And Nels will get up for the save. Now that one, though, just finds the net on the other side as it's Matt. And the Scallops, despite giving up their lead, get it right back. Just an awkward touch back by 2 taps. Streak tries to dive in, but can't get there for a good play. And so Matt's shot just goes straight in, and it's now a 3-2 lead back in favor of Steinhatchee. Will bounce down. 2 taps already in the air. Gets by 1. A bit low boost, but he has a half tank. This flick is over to Boss. He'll try to put it on, but it goes wide left. Streak already in the air here. Gets another touch. Bouncing down. Hallow will pop it forward. Nels in the air. Gets the touch forward. Just high. Open for Matt. He sluts it bottom right, and it's 4-2. 2-goal lead is back. The shot a little high from Nels, but close enough to make them panic. And as a result, it opens up the net for Matt. And now Houston put back behind, need to find their response again. Streak up off the left wall. 2 taps, not even going to jump. Nels will play it forward. Someone thinking about going for a redirect, but it is just Boss for free, so he'll get a touch and a demo, but can't get another, and Hallow will get it away for free. 2 taps now at midfield. It goes right into Hallow. Hallow dunked to the back wall, dropping down again. No one there really for it. As Boss finds Streak. Streak looking for a 50. It'll bounce back out off the corner. 2 taps is diving in, puts it on target, but not a lot of power, not a lot of threat. This one 50'd back again, but 2 players on it, and the shot kind of pops up high. Now held in the corner. 2 taps will drop it down. Nels takes to the side. He'll get bumped off. Streak will dive in, but he won't find contact. Matt going in next. He'll win it around. Boss gets demo. There's no one in net. And the ball is in the net. 5-2. Another one on the board for the Scallops. They panic on defense. They get removed from defense. And Houston can only watch as the Scallops expand their advantage. Now it's Streak trying to run onto this one, but he doesn't have the boost to do it. 2 taps waiting behind it, trying to shadow it back, but just has to let it go. Hallow off the side again. This one dropping down. Boss up off the left wall. They'll fly over it. Streak, air dribble, going for the last touch. It's blocked away, but it'll drop back down to Boss, and he'll cut it down. Houston break the momentum and get a goal back in for themselves. The touch a little errant from Hallow. Boss is able to get in the way to force it in. Now 3-5. Pushed over to the side. Matt, low boost, but he has control. He'll try to get back, but a little bit too far away. Now 2 taps lose out. Well, he wins the 50, but it goes right to Hallow. He'll pop it forward, and he'll put some pressure on. Low time. Houston can't afford to sit patiently, but it might be too late already. Nels will play to the side. Low boost for 2 taps. Just has to watch it go, and it'll go right into his net unless Boss gets that one away. Won't matter to the end result, but it's one less goal on the board for the stats sheet as Boss makes a big save. But it's a big first game for the Scallops as they will take it 5-3. Could have a garbage time goal here, and we will. So the save from Boss means nothing in the end because the Scallops come back and score it anyway. 6-3, a 3-goal advantage. And Steinhatchee will play from in front. Nels, even with that first goal, falling down to third on the leaderboard, and honestly not that close, but you can see spread out, every goal assisted, every goal spread out among them, solid shooting percentages all around. Just everyone involved for Steinhatchee. Meanwhile, on the other side, Two Taps, bottom of the leaderboard. Not to say he didn't have impact. I think it was pretty clear that he was a massive player in this game for the Hornets. But when you look at it, it felt like every time there was a threat, it was an air dribble from Streak. It was Streak finding those goals. It was something along those lines. So I think Two Taps definitely did have a good game, probably more than the stats reflect. But it just shows that he needs to find more impactful touches, more goals, more assists, more saves, whatever it is. He's just kind of stuck in between, trying to make the plays around the middle of the field. And maybe that's the difference for Houston. Obviously, their defense and their overcommits failing them through the middle of that game, but end of the day, you'd like as many goals as you can get, especially against a team like this, who we've seen so much offensive proficiency for through the first game. As this one pinched up, Streak can't get above it. Boss will be behind. He'll pass it back. That's a great play, and it's goal one. Two Taps takes it. Streak pops it up. Boss taps it back. Two Taps is right there, and it's 1-0. Houston, I believe, seal their first lead. As the Hornets are right back into the series, but of course a lot of time on the clock to hold on. Two Taps a good dive there. Nels low boost will get by two. Boss is left alone. He has nothing. Hallow there. Can't find an angle, but it's Matt in next. So Hallow dunks him, and it'll go out to the corner. Nels will pop it back in, though. Actually trying to set up an attack here. Nels off the left wall. Has to let it go, and that's a big demo by Two Taps as well. Hallow trying to catch up to it. Streak trying to go. Matt gets it away to Hallow. He'll pop it on target. Plenty of time for Two Taps as he'll cut it to the side, and he'll pop it up in the air. Now Matt up for it again. Another one down off the ceiling. Hallow trying to catch, but it's 50'd out to the right side. This one, though, rolled out. Might be a little bit open, but we do see Boss dive back in time. Two Taps in the air, gets the double. It'll bounce straight out, falling down. No one will challenge. Nels gets it away. Low boost for the rest of the Scallops, though. They won't be able to push it further forward, but Nels will just do it himself. Bangs it off the back wall. This one rolled back, but Nels is removed. Matt's too late. He will keep the pressure on, but will not get the direct goal. As this one, though, might be a direct goal. Somehow out of all of it, the Scallops overcommit, and it's 2-0. Streak adds on. Just sees the ball falling to him and just hits it hard. Pops it over the final two, right into the net. And Houston have a multi-goal lead. Popping it forward. Boss trying to get it away. Waiting behind it. Two Taps to the back wall. Double down. Would have had to be a pass, but there's no one there to receive. Streak now plays it forward again. It'll go around the corner. Boss trying to tap it back. Two Taps following it back again. That's another pre-flip at it. Drop down. Boss will jump up. Nels trying to dive in. It'll play off the side, and now Streak flies past it. Could be a big miss, but slow is the pressure, although Two Taps makes it more awkward. Matt gets a dunk. They'll all miss the second, but Nels is there. He'll go up high. No drop down touch just yet. Hallow has a 50, and Two Taps finally has a clear. Boss now around the outside, and Matt will make a save on it as Two Taps is forced to retreat. And once again, he makes it awkward for himself. I feel like Two Taps panicking in the corners, trying to roll it up, but it just keeps popping out. And from there, he has to try to adapt, but getting awkward every time. Hallow will get control of this one. Of course, awkward as it may be, Houston do still have a 2-goal lead, so they do have a good bit of breathing room, but can't afford to settle down and let it go away. Streak's already up for this one, drops it across, that's a big miss, Boss moving in, blocked to the side. Nels will try to pass it back or pop it out, but it's Boss to keep it in. Two taps can't go on that one, but it's Streak to do so. He'll pop it in, he'll pop it up, 2 taps up, can't get the read. 2 go for Steinhatchee, but they get the touch and the double. But Nels can't get that dunk either. 2 taps now dunked away again. Streak trying to cut on it. He'll get it out, flick forward. Hallow tapping it away. 2 taps. Up off the back wall. Nels trying to stay with it. Going for a reset. Can't get it down. Boss tries to bounce it in. Pinched out. Streak pops it forward. He'll now wait behind it as it's Hallow with another long send downfield. Boss up in the air. This one dropping down. 2 taps. Plays it down to Streak in the corner. He'll try to pop, but he gets removed by Matt. Hallow around the outside. Passing it down in front. Nels hits the post, and 2 taps is credited with a save. Trying to get it away again, but it's right down into Matt. The pressure is building. That one is on. Saved by 2 taps. Nels breaks through. 2-1. Houston held on for so long, but eventually the cracks break through. Nels finds the right post, and it is a 1-goal game again. 1 minute to go here. Houston still 1 goal to the better, but plenty of room for that to end. Hallows trying to double this one. 2 taps will get demoed in the other corner, I believe, right as he got that boost. Streak will try to catch. He'll get removed now. 2 left back. 1 beat. The second will get it to the side. Now Hallow trying to get up to it. Drop back down. Everyone waiting, and it's a good redirect away by Houston. Seen a much better controlled game by Houston, although we've definitely seen pockets potentially like this could turn into of heavy, unending pressure for Steinhatchee. Most of which they've survived, but that one time trickles through does leave the fear in your mind as this one will be number 2. Nels ties the game. Hallow goes low, pops up high, tries to zone, and Nels has an open net. Bosch is floating, but he just has to play it around him. And the Scallops erase the deficit. Hallow trying to dive right off kickoff. Streak will catch it to the side. Nels turning around again. This one rolling out. 2 taps in the air. Dropping down again. Boss will jump up. Hallow plays it to the side. 2 taps now around the outside. Trying to center it. Streak is waiting. Matt blocks it to the side. Now Matt still with it. Ball touches ground. And we have OT again. Not again. Not the first time this season, but probably the first this series. As Houston, a much better game, but it's getting awkward. Speaking of awkward, that one almost own goal, but the Scallops do get it away for the moment. Still, Boston 2 taps both here trying to force it in. 2 taps will take over next. He'll play a 50 under 1, and he'll go again. Rolls it up the sidewall. Still staying with it. Up off the backboard, but right into Nels, and he'll get it away. Pops over another as well. Another demo comes through. Streak will try to dive, won't get anything. Fake touch, blocked by Boss. 2 taps now cuts, running low on boost, gets the reset, gets the shot, and the redirect by Streak. They lose their lead, but they will not lose the game. Houston takes game 2 in overtime, and we have a tied series. 1-1 we go. The Hornets even things up. Obviously a much closer game than the Scallops won just a game ago, but hey, any win's a win, especially once you go down 0-1. Really just want to tie things up and not allow yourself to fall down to that match point. So good on Houston. Obviously you want to clean things up a little bit more now that you have that win. That you want to be able to now get it more convincingly, hold on to your lead, not need OT. But we'll see if that happens as we load in now. Game number 3. Urban Central. These teams are tied up in the series. Winner of this one gets match point. Who can etch that second game in first? As that's a miss by Boss. Two taps to go, and he's getting bullied. Now in the air for Hallow. Straight down, popped over Matt, but Nels is there. Just like game one, the Scallops strike first. It's a great touchdown. Obviously, Houston are able to get a piece as Hallow almost goes touch that, but the game elected not to give it to him. Point is, though, that one, a very good pass down, and even though the defense aren't able to get a piece of it, they aren't able to get it away from the net. And so still able to get doubled back in, and that's a great bump on Nels. Matt will get it away for the moment, though, and a good dunk to follow. And two taps missed that mid boost as well. That'll limit his play, although he does still find streak. But Hallow, even without boost, able to make that play. Now a demo comes through as Boss will look for two taps. He'll slow it down. He'll pop it in. 1-1. Just like that, we're tied. Boss finds his teammate, and he just finds the net. Goes right over Nels and watches it fall through. One now off the right side. Streak will try to pop it up in the air. He'll follow it up. 50 back down. Two taps thinking about it, but won't be able to go. As two jump for that, but neither can get a piece. Now following it around, but it's Nels to dunk it back in. He'll try to dive. He won't get to it. Two taps up off the left wall. Hallow retreating back with it. Boss now in the air. Gets this one down into the corner. Hallow trying to stay with it. Cutting it around. Every yellow car looking at him, but he'll still win the 50 up to Matt. Back over to Hallow. Not quite able to get a piece. Still Nels will dive, though. He's been their shooter, and he does it again. Scallops jump in front. Nels goes under two, and two taps too far away on the far post. They just have to watch it roll by as the Scallops take another lead, now 2-1. Hallow might have another look, pops it up in the air, but Streak gets a touch away. Now rolling around again, Nels trying to keep it close. We'll play another 50. Now Matt trying to stay with it, but it's two taps on the long clear. Low boost for Houston, buys space for the Scallops, although Streak will cut it away. Boss up into the corner. Matt trying to slow it down. He'll go the other way. Two taps will be first up, but he'll get beat. Now it's just Streak, but he'll get a free first touch. Question is what happens next. Hallow from the ceiling gets it across. One moving in, but it's just a 50 away from Boss. Now this one popped across again. Nels trying to get it in. Streak will jump as well, but Hallow wins it for free. Two taps equally gets a free clear. Streak faking one there. Not phased. Just takes it back into his corner. Now pops up. Although he is dunked by Boss as we approach the halfway mark here. Still that one goal lead holding, but it is fragile. Two taps might just shatter it, but Matt gets a save. Now Boss back up off the back wall. Streak will pop it up high in the air, maybe a bit too high as two taps has to really reach. Does get a touch, but it is eventually cleared away. Boss up in the air again, though, looking for a pinch out. This one will get bumped out. Two taps, reset, follow up. Get out to the side. Streak over to Nels. Boss is already up for it. He'll look for another touch. It'll drop back down off the crossbar. Two taps will push it away. Now Hallow jumps over one, flicks past the second, and keeps it into the corner. Now he drives past, but he'll look to pop it out. Low on boost. Pass from Matt. Nels there, blocked by Hallow. Couldn't help but be there, and just has to watch it ricochet off his car and away. And rolling around in front of the Houston net. Two taps takes to the side, and he'll pinch it forward. Matt up in the air with it. Trying to follow it, but Matt beats Boss too. It's just two taps, but he does make the save. Now down up, up off the corner. It'll bounce out. High in the air at midfield. It's only Matt. He'll take a strong shot, and Boss will be able to deflect it out to the side. Now it's Hallow looking for another, but two taps parries it out. Steinhatchee for most of this game have really just set themselves up with pressure like we saw in the last game, but of course playing with a lead, it's so much more oppressive Now Houston aren't just content to sit back and hold their lead. They need to get out, but the Scallops aren't letting them, and there's another long clear that 2 taps will deflect. Houston are really trying to get a push together here. Streak taps that one down. Boss should have a look to go, but Hallow gets right over him, and Hallow walks it in. I can't even blame Boss for that one. Hallow is just faster, the lightest touch over, and then just guides it back down. Clean on both ends. And Hallow doubles the Scallop lead with 30 seconds to go. Houston now need a goal right here. Streak looking for the bump. Gets it, but no one crashes, and Hallow gets it away. This one's back at Boss, but it would have been wide, and it's blocked at contact. Hallow still following it. Waits under. 2 taps plays it off the side. Now Streak up in the air. It's Matt looking to follow it. 2 taps up in the air again, but it's just too much pressure. The Scallops force them back. They choke them out of Urban Central. That one rings high, but the time sings the end of Houston here in Game 3. They do have one more chance, but it's now back against the wall. The Scallops will advance to match point, up 2-1. Crazy comms by Wolf. Putting the whole dictionary definition of a scallop in the chat. As you can see, more like it for, I mean, you'd think that's what you want for Houston, but at the same time, I don't think so. I mean, I guess it's a tough play that you need a balance, because after game 1, we said, oh, well, 2 taps is at the bottom of the leaderboard. That's not how that should be. Come on, they need to lock it in more, get him more involved. Now he's top of the leaderboard by a good amount, but I don't think that's a solution, because I look at it, he has 1 goal and 4 saves, which is most of their team. I feel like that shouldn't be his role. Obviously, he'll be everywhere. He'll kind of try to do everything, but at the same time, if he's stuck getting every save for his team, as we're going to have a small pause, as I believe Hallow is going to get his food that was just delivered, I think was the comms. So we'll pause just a second for that, and then we'll get going. I kind of joined in the middle of the conversation, I think. Like I missed a message or two, but I got that last one, so I think that's what's going on. Should only be a minute, you'd assume, but as I was saying about 2 taps, obviously, he's doing what he can, and he's playing well. Just say that flat out. So I'm not saying that he's underperforming or anything like that. I just think as a team, it shows that Houston need to find a better balance, or maybe need to find a way to play around each other better when your top pick, like ball chase carry, not saying that's completely what he is, but I mean, we've seen the speed, we've seen the tracker. That's what he should be as. Hold on. Scrap everything. That's a crazy long goal by Streak. Takes it to the right side, gets the double, and it goes right by everyone. Obviously, it's on the ground, but that's a great sidewall redirect. Rolls right through. But what I'm basically, the TLDR of what I'm trying to say is that obviously they don't want 2 taps alone at the bottom of the leaderboard, because that shows he can't find any really substantial involvement. But if he's purely alone at the top with more than half of the team saves, then that shows another problem, because as much as he wants to play around the whole map, he's kind of getting caught playing their defense. And speaking of, not a whole lot of defense on that one. Just flicked out by Streak right to Hallow. He just bangs it top left corner. Does get the double as well. And it's straight in the net. So a little bit of too much space given there by Houston. Ends up with a Scallop goal to bring things even again. Hallow now ends up with another, and how about a second goal? Right off the kickoff, the lead is erased, as it just pops right out to Hallow. He'll go over 1, Streak's too far forward, and Hallow just walks it in. As I'm not sure where we're looking, but now 2-1. just under 40 seconds played, so plenty of time left in the game, but that is an unfortunately quick turnaround as, hold on, Two Taps is cooking, flick top right. That feels illegal, but what a save by Nels. Houston just getting that lead off Streak's redirect, but immediately flipped on its head as they get the one goal, then the second, but okay. There you go, Two Taps. The first goal is blocked away. This one won't be. Drops it down, pops it right back up, just over Nels, and we have parity again with 1 minute gone in Game 4. Two Taps wants the impact. He wants to win it for his team. Great start for them so far, but of course still in tied position. Need to find more, and Hallow can't stop shooting. It's been 71 seconds, and he already has a hat trick, as this one is an absolute rocket to the top right corner. Boss is there, but he has no chance to jump at it. He just has to watch it sail over his head. And so now 3-2. Scallops jump in front once more. Also try to chase this one. He will get a 50, but it should be cleared away. Nels gets a redirect up to Hallow, who gets a redirect up into the corner. Two Taps dropping under it, reset over to Boss, but Hallow wins the 50. Streak now moving across to it. They'll give him the space. This one in the air, but it's right to Hallow. Boss up in the air once more. Two Taps trying to drop this one down. Can't get the last touch. Boss tries, but Hallow gets it away. Streak back forward, but it's cleared down the middle. Two Taps down from the ceiling. This one will drop back in again. Matt off the back wall. Boss around the outside. Boss around again. Hallow trying to keep it in. Tapped off the back wall. Nels diving in. It'll come out off the corner. Now drop down. Matt will spin around and just watch it go as Hallow up to the backboard. Gets the double, but it's straight up. Still that sets up Streak. He'll 50 it into the corner. Two Taps in the air. Matt the same. Matt wins it out. Boss up for it next. Won't connect it. It's just Matt. Now Streak to Boss to Two Taps. Streak goes for a bump. Nels gets a free clear. Houston have to rush back. Boss pops it wide. Matt lurking. Can't find a good touch. Now Boss getting it forward again, but he's 50'd right back into his corner. One up high in the air. Dropped back down again. It'll be Matt popping up under it. Might have got bumped on that. That looked a little awkward, but the main idea is Houston will get away for the moment. As Streak stunk back in. That's a big pinch off Boss's car. That'll send her out. Two Taps waiting. Can't get a second touch, but he'll play a 50 as Nels gets it out to the side. Now another clear away. Final 2 minutes to go. Houston still trailing almost by 2, but Nels might have sailed it a bit wide. Well, he did put it wide. I don't know if it would have been in, but that one is a fake by Streak, and it's 3-3. Boss clears it forward. Streak just fakes it out, and Hallow watches it drop under him. Brings it all level now at 3-all. This one rolls out to the side. Matt down from the ceiling looking for a redirect. Lets it go. And Streak will pop it the other way. 100 seconds on the clock. And we wonder, will we see another goal for Houston, or will the Scallops once again jump in front to close things out? Big bump there by Streak, but it's still one forward by Matt. Now Nels off the corner. No one really there. Nels could have had a dunk, but it was coming in from the side. Still, this one forced another save, and no one's back. Two Taps able to dive in, I believe, for his 4th? No. I don't know how many saves. I was looking at shots, but that one will not be saved. Hallow, goal number 4 on the game. Matt pops it up. Boss can't get there. Streak can't get there. Hallow just drops it in. And the Scallops take a 4-3 advantage. Two Taps wins the kickoff. Boss trying to dive, will get a 50. Two Taps got the mid boost. He'll tap it forward. He'll get it off the back wall. Streak racing in, but Hallow plays it to the side. Now another one down the sideline. Hallow's chasing it. Two Taps diving, gets a save, but they might need more. Streak will win a 50 forward. That'll force the Scallops back, and Two Taps will find himself with space. He'll take it into the corner, but it's dunked back across again. Off the back wall, Boss a rocket, but it's right at Nels. Two Taps will try to dive. It'll get played straight down into the corner by Hallow. Now Two Taps in the air. Gets it forward, right down the middle. Matt goes under him. Low boost on Boss. He'll go for a flick. It's a clean one, and he finishes to tie the game. They give Boss the flick. They do not respect him, and he dusts them all. A tiny bit high off the crossbar, but it lands right on his nose to go through anyway. And we are all tied up with 30 seconds to go in a must-win game for the Hornets. Boss just about able to dive back for that one. Matt up off the side. Nell's already in the air. It'll play off the corner. Two dive. They push it out. Boss pushes it to the side. Two Taps trying to chase it. Doesn't get the boost. Boss will go. He'll play it in. Saved by Nels. Right by Boss. Streaking out low boost. Just going to let it go. Now pops it up in the air, but does just guide it right back down. Houston content for OT. They need to score the next goal to stay alive, or one more for the Scallops spells the end. This one bounces down off the back wall. Two Taps plays it direct. Matt will take it away, but it's streaked to bang it back in. Nels over to the side. Boss low boost gets beat. Has to watch it go by. Nels will get back to it. Pop by Two Taps, but he'll recover for the clear. Matt now jumping without boost. Plays it right back into Two Taps. He'll go up. He'll send it down. Houston, send us to Champions Field. We head to 5. Two Taps goes up, meets his name, and doubles it down. Houston fight back. It was not dominant. It was not convincing even. But they'll take it 5-4 in another overtime. And they will send us the distance. As we will play one more for which of these teams has a chance to stay undefeated. Or even has a chance at the undefeated season at all, obviously. A long way away, but for the Scallops, you feel like you're maybe the favorites of the season. You want to start off strong. Meanwhile, on the other side, Houston might feel like you're a little bit undervalued. People looking at the roster, like I said, not feeling like it's balanced enough. And we have seen issues with that, but at the same time, they've fought back. They've played a back-and-forth series, and they've earned their way to a Game 5. So to silence all doubts, to silence all criticisms, which side can take this game under the bright lights? Streak trying to win it forward. First goal, obviously a good piece, but hasn't been a decider. Two Taps with maybe a chance at it. Fakes it down, but Streak can't get a piece. A little bit of communication. I think if Streak hits it, it's in. Maybe if Streak doesn't run into Two Taps, it's in. This one might break through, but Nels plays to 50 clean. Hallow now to the side, gets by Boss. Two Taps will let it go. Matt will shoot. Two Taps will save. Now off the left wall, another bump, another shot, another save. Boss pops it away. Hallow off back wall. Reset double. Walk to the side by Two Taps. The corner again. Boss will play it forward. Dropping down. It's around the outside. Cleared away. Two Taps will be forced to turn around. Hallow now playing the 50, and it goes even. Streak a big win forward. Matt, that's going the wrong way. Matt helps it on its way in, and Houston gets the first goal. Streak puts the pressure on. Matt too low. Tries to use the double jump, but it might have just put him lower. And it skips off his nose directly into the net. Now the Scallops have ground to make up. Streak will try to jump. He'll pop it down into the corner. This one now dropping out again. Two Taps off the back wall. Pinched away. Boss will go again. Down from the ceiling looking for it. And it's Hallow playing it out towards Matt. This one dropping down. Off the side wall. Nels tries to jump, but can't get up for it, and it'll be Hallow to make the touch instead. Streak now misread it. He can't get anything. Low boost on Two Taps. Boss needs to play, and he will be able to force it out to the side. Two Taps now jumping up off the right wall. Tries to pre-flip back into it, but Streak dies at the same time, and he gets dunked anyway. Boss doesn't have a touch, but Two Taps does. Just gets it away from Nels. Another one pushed away. Demos traded across the board. Shriek moves out to Hallow. Nels will let it go. Hallow will just push it forward. Kind of stalled me for a moment there because Hallow gets the musty 50 and then just one more touch and it goes straight in. No boost on Boss. He can't get there. Hallow just beats them all. One to one. That first goal erased from the board. As Houston will have to work for it again. Matt trying to catch. He gets removed. Boss trying to play it off the corner. Gets by one, but Hallow is there. Now around the outside again. Boss gets a big demo. Two taps will center, but Nell plays it to the side, and Streak was a bit far away. Now Matt trying to get it across. Two taps will jump up. He'll get it off the corner. That'll center, but to no one as Nels will redirect it wide. Two taps now just going to stay on it. He'll go around again. He'll get the musty. He'll get a 50, but loses it back. Still, Boss keeps the attack alive. Up off the crossbar. Streak drops it in. 2-1. Houston lead again. Boss, a big dunk up in the air. And Streak, a great job to get up and drop that one down. That forces it in. And that gives Houston another advantage. Boss will stay with this one. Looking for the touchdown, it'll be Nels, and now Matt trying to drop it down. Straight up off the side wall. Nels trying to get it away. It is right into the Boss, but Steinhatchee still do win the 50. Matt gonna win it forward towards the back wall. 3 minutes played, 2 to go. Still only a 1-goal lead here. We're not able to get another touch on that one, and it's cleared away. Matt up early. 2 taps drops it down. Hallow towards the back wall, off the backboard, 50 through. Nels has been the shooter, and he'll keep that trend alive. Hallow with the pass off the crossbar. Nels, 1 touch, 2 touch, bottom left corner, tied up 2-2. Just over 100 ticks left on the clock. And we are even once more. This matchup absolutely providing, but we're guaranteed at least 1 more goal. This one flicked forward by Hallow. Boss will try to tap it down, trying to pinch it in, but not able to get to it. Now 2 taps following it around again. This one will bounce up into the corner. Nell's bouncing it out. Matt not able to get a piece of it. Boss will get it up off the corner. Now Hallow passing it back. 2 taps up towards the ceiling. Hallow waiting behind it. 1 touch down, but it's stolen by Streak. Boss to his left, but that one's direct, and Matt will get easy enough touch on the clear. Taps with control once more. Final minute of play now. This one finds Streak. He'll go direct. Matt will save it up high. He'll jump up again, and he'll get it to the side wall. Streak will 50 there, but it goes right back into the Houston corner. 2 taps trying to guide it around, but it's Nels to take control. Hallow diving in. Boss able to get the block. Streak now trying to rush the other way. Gets above it. Boss redirect. Blocked by Matt. 2 taps not trying to go too aggressive. He'll turn back, but he's low boost. Now he dives and takes it away. Matt moving in next. Has control up high in the air. 50 down into the corner. Nels will dive. Double commit for Houston, but fortunately Boss gets the win. This one now dropped down, but it's right to 2 taps. He'll win it forward. He'll jump for the read, and Hallow just about takes it away. 15 seconds now down to 10. 1 goal will surely separate these teams, but who will get it? 2 taps blocked by Nels. 3 seconds ticking down to 0. Last chance maybe for Houston, as this one might just fall. But Hallow will keep it alive for the moment at the midfield. Streak over to Boss. 1 off the side. This one might come straight down, but Hallow keeps it up again. 2 taps is up for it. Bang off the back wall, but no one reads it. And we do go to overtime in Game 5. 2 taps off to the right. Matt trying to play it forward. 2 taps around the outside again. This one down the sideline. 2 taps, another dunk, but it just centers it. Hallow will turn. No boost. Looking for a bump. Streak will try to play it away. He doesn't have boost as Matt will dive in next. Two taps gets the bump and the ball. Hallow waiting in. Boss dives by it. Big 50 by two taps. Boss now will pass it back to him. Back out to Streak, but Matt makes the save. Now Boss on it again. Around the outside, right out to the center. Streak will catch, but doesn't have the boost or positioning to score. Said he'll pass back. Two taps even on the 50. Everyone awkward here for the Scallops. Hallow will just clear it long. Boss low boost, does get a solid touch, but they might need more. Matt will drop it down. Two taps will take control. Two taps, flick off the back wall. Boss diving in, but Hallow gets it by him. Now Streak's left alone. Streak will push it out to the side. Who's getting back? It's two taps first. Hallow around the outside. The camera doesn't like it, but two taps does. He'll get it around the corner for the moment, but it's right back in. Boss with a big miss, but two taps gets it out to the other side. Now Hallow will jump up in the air again, trying for the pass. Matt's there, wide on the first. Double just pinches away. Two taps, not able to get much back on that. But Boss will get another lateral 50, and Streak will win the follow-up. Matt now pops it straight up, will be unchallenged, but he's out of boost. Time given to two taps, who gets a little bit too much forward momentum on it. One drops down again. Boss will dive by. Streak will go even on the 50, and it's Nels waiting to go next. Another even 50 right onto Hallow's nose. He'll try to play it forward. He'll get it off the back wall. Boss clears it to Streak, who pops it off the corner. Two taps reading. Nels will pinch it away. Boss now up to the ceiling again, forcing them to jump as Streak will go next, but he rushes it. Still, it could be a fake, sitting in the corner. Two taps trying to 50 it back. We'll wait, we'll cut, we'll try to play it down. Now Nell's another one. Boss, up off the backboard. Now it's Hallow around the outside. Hallow dropping it down. Matt up into the corner. Streak trying to cut. Matt, big pinch out. Two taps diving though. He'll take it away. Hallow will go. Dunked by Streak. Streak looking to get back. Will get the boost seal, but it's a double demo. Two players removed from Houston. They're fortunate they were in the white half, but now they need to recover. Two low boost defenders. One makes a save, and two taps will catch to the side. Over half a game played of overtime. As two taps air dribbles forward, the mic drop in. Houston take the series. Two taps goes up high, gets the touch. It skips off Hallow, and there's no one left to save it. Hallow was the man for his team all series, but eventually the magic runs out, and Houston secure what may be in the eyes of many an upset as they take this one in Game 5 overtime. Well, we said this one might be our game of the week. We said it might determine which one is the favorite for Prism. Of course, other teams will have a say in that. But, I mean, we'll see how Wave look. We'll see how Round Rock look in future weeks. We'll see maybe even OKC. A lot of names still to be seen. But this is a strong-looking Houston team. As we're going to try to get a quick interview. And while we do that, I need to send something to Couch. And it is this one. There you go. Okay. So we'll see if we have an interview. And we'll make it a bit quick because we do have a game in 5 minutes. But we'll see. His boss is typing, which is intriguing. I mean, we've said it, though. Houston played a great series, and it is going to be a yes. So we're going to have a quick interview. We will be back in just one moment. And we're back with Houston. A back-and-forth series. You guys take it in 5. How's it feel to get the first win, boss?
Felt great, dude. That was a tough opponent. I mean, I knew they were gonna be good just straight off roster. But dude, they came in hot game one. And yeah, we just had to lock in. Didn't really have much of a warm up before this. I got on like 15 minutes before a game started. So we had like maybe like 2 games. So we were in a game and it went to OT, so we had to leave it
Hmm.
to join this game. But yeah, it's a scary team for sure. Um, that's one we gotta watch out for sure in playoffs. But good thing we got it out of the way, you know.
I mean, speaking of that, I'll just jump to the next question. Next week, you guys play Round Rock, probably another one of these teams. So, how do you feel about that series?
That's yeah, that one's gonna be another tough one for sure. Gets and they got the Go Ben on there, so
True.
it's we got to prepare for that one as well for sure. And yeah, I think we got it though for sure.
All right, and then I'll ask Boss. It's been two quarterfinal exits. Is this the season you get past, and do you get the championship?
Um, well, we're gonna win the championship, obviously.
Hmm.
So yeah, we're breaking that we're breaking that streak. Streaks are meant to be broken, so unfortunately we didn't have Couch over here, but
True.
I got the win with you, so I'm
Hmm. That's a
pretty
good
happy
time.
about that. Yep, this is like our second one, right? Second one?
Something like that.
Yeah. Track record isn't great, but
Nope.
glad glad we got the
Starts
win.
now.
Yeah, the streak starts now, so dog on my need you every week.
Hmm. Now we'll see. But congratulations on your win, GG's, and good luck next week.
GG's, appreciate it.
All right, I'm gonna have to wrap things up quickly again so we can get our next stream started. But your final score here: Houston 3, Steinhatchee 2. I'm gonna go offline, but don't go anywhere. We have another game starting in just a few minutes, which the stream will go live with Couch pretty soon. So don't go anywhere. That one will start soon. That does it for Prism for the night. We have Pixel coming up, so stay tuned.